welcome back to Blue Fin Aquatics, where we share our knowledge and experience with you. So on today's video, as you would have seen in the beginning, we were looking at a pair of blue Neon Acaras, and they've actually spawned roughly about 200 to 250 eggs on a clay lid. Now what we're going to do today is that we're going to walk you through our process in what we do and how we artificially raise these eggs, and give you a bit of an idea how we go through it and which is the best and easiest way that we know to actually hatch these eggs artificially, and also just to get a bit of an idea for the novice that want to know or like to know how fish people, as us aquarists, hatch their eggs out rather than the parents, because if parents do raise their eggs, it's a good one, but again, occasionally, like these ones, they're in a community cube tank, so the eggs will probably get eaten. So they only were laid yesterday, so today we're going to go and take the eggs and go through the process in getting them up and running and aerated, and giving you an idea in the next 2 to 3 days how the eggs are performing and how many we've actually got from this batch. So without further ado, we're going to go in and get these eggs. So here we are at the cube tank here. What we're going to do now is we've got this little container here. We're actually going to fill this with the tank water, and once we fill the tank water up, we're going to place the eggs in this container. So what we'll do, we'll go through and do that, and then we'll continue the video. And now, with the moment of proof, we're going to actually take these eggs out of the tank without hopefully getting bitten by the Acaras, because it has happened before, and we're going to replace them with another clay disc here, and we're going to put that on top to replace the disc we're actually taking now. So at the moment, the female is guarding her eggs, so hopefully we can interrupt her and take her eggs and put this down in place, and they will become a bit disorientated after a while, knowing and wanting to know where the eggs are going. So this is our pair here. The male is just swimming around, the female's actually sitting on top of the eggs. So here we go, hand and all, and we're going to take their eggs. Okay, so now we're actually in the gallery. We've walked the eggs over. So what we've got is the container that we showed you previously, and also the clay lid there which has got the eggs on it. So what we're going to do now, we've actually put an air stone into the tub there to keep the water moving over the eggs and give it oxygen. So also it can keep the fungus as well off the eggs once we put the methylene blue. So this is the methylene blue that we're actually going to put in there, and this helps to keep the eggs fungus free. So I've just grabbed a syringe here. So in this syringe we've got some methylene blue, and we're just going to add a couple of drops, just enough to discolor the water. So here we go, there's a couple of drops going in there now, and so this will now go right through. The methylene blue has been put into the water. Now the methylene blue itself, as we mentioned, will help keep the eggs fresh and also keep the fungus at bay to make sure that it doesn't grow on the eggs, because once fungus starts on the eggs, it's very hard to get rid of it unless you can sit there with a needle and picking out the eggs that are either not fertilized due to fungus, which actually spreads quite quickly. Now, just in reference to the methylene blue itself is a antiseptic, if you like, for eggs, and for also mending fish if they're hurt in the tank, to beat off diseases. Now, one thing you've got to remember with this methylene blue, it does stain, so make sure that you do it away from an area or put some cloth down so you don't stain anything, because the blue does stain anything it touches, even your hands, it'll blue. So as we're looking at this now, it's in a light color blue tinge. Now we're going to monitor this over the next 48 to 72 hours just to see how they're all going, and roughly the eggs will start to darken given that they're fertilized. When I placed the clay dish in there, there were roughly about 5 or 6 eggs that weren't fertilized, but that's nothing compared to how many eggs she's actually got. So again, we hope you've got something out of this video. If you'd like to tap the like button, we really appreciate it, and if you would like to consider subscribing to the channel, that'd be good as well, so that we can share our knowledge and experience with other aquarists and the like. Well, that does it back for this video. We'll look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you for joining us.